All right, y'all. I'm back with another video. It's your girl Inspired by Z. How y'all doing today? It's a new day with new opportunities, and I hope everybody's having a happy Labor Day and that y'all resting. And I decided to pop on here for about 2 or 3 minutes, but it's gonna be more than that, y'all. I wanted to come on here and just get into a topic and wish everybody a happy Labor Day. And I hope everybody's resting. And if you have to work, make that money. I ain't mad at you. But if you off, I hope you're resting, being with family, doing, just enjoying the day. But today I didn't cook. I ordered my food, y'all, and they was so busy. But I got some greens, corn on the cob. Got my corn on the cob. And ribs. Got my ribs and more ribs. Got my ribs, y'all. I feel like my corn's finna fall. Let me pick this up and show y'all. Got my ribs. And this is Labor Day meal. And my son ordered a hamburger. And I got my greens right here, y'all. Let's take it out. They got my greens right here. I was hoping they gave me cornbread. Let me move this over just a little bit on this plate. Oops. That hit the floor. That salt and pepper hit the floor, y'all. That's all. Alright, y'all. And I always have my sauce on the side. And before we get into this video, if you like inspirational videos about tips on how to do things, or how to get your credit going, how to do a business, like I said, just mostly inspiration. And I'm your cheerleader over here. If you like them type of videos, hit that like button, comment, tell me what you're eating with me on this Labor Day. And subscribe to my channel, y'all. That's all I'm asking. Just subscribe if you like them type of videos, that kind of content. I'm here. That's what I'm here for. To inspire you, to uplift you, to encourage you. That's what this video, my content is all about. Inspiring the next person, because we need more positive energy out there in the world. But then I'm about to pray. Then we're going to get into the topic, y'all. Lord, thank you for this food we're about to receive. May it nourish our body. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. And let them folks be clean and healthier than healthy who prepare my food. But yeah. Let's see. Got my butter for my corn. Like it's whipped butter. Put that on my corn, y'all. Didn't cook today. Didn't feel like it. I'm trying to rest too. I'm trying to rest, y'all. I didn't feel like doing anything today. Woke up later than normal. I said it was just one of those days. I got this butter all spreaded on there. Got my napkins. Let's try this corn first, y'all. Let's see. I like corn, but I try not to eat it that much. And they say it doesn't process in your body that well, so. But I eat it every now and then. Let me taste these greens. Like greens. I probably need to put them in my so I can get tone. A little bit of cornbread muffin. But I'm going to take it out of here so I can get to it better. Got this container in my way. Y'all put in the comments what y'all eating with me on this Labor Day. Like I said, some people still have to work today, especially those healthcare providers, people in the hospital and stuff, our firefighters and our cops, you know, they still got to work. Uh-oh. But this video is not sponsored by anybody. I'm just putting that out there. It's not sponsored. I'm just enjoying my my meal and my off day. My day of rest. They didn't cook this good enough right here, but that's all right. Left the big root. But like I said, I hope everybody had a great weekend. And I asked for the smaller bones, and they gave it to me. Because I don't like the big, thick ribs. I don't like the big end. And I'm not sure if I like their sauce or not. But we finna find out today. I don't remember how their sauce. But some people can barbecue their butts off. And you don't even need sauce. You know, when your barbecue that good. And you don't need any sauce. Let's see. Let me taste it first. They tender. And that bitch is good. But I always ask for my barbecue sauce on the side, just in case I don't like it, and it won't be on my ribs. But this is pretty good. But like I always say, I ain't gonna keep y'all long. Now we got stuff to do, y'all. The green seasoned pretty well. But I'm finna get in the topic. I know that's what y'all here for. Getting this topic real quick too. I'm gonna eat a little bit, talk a little bit, eat a little bit more, talk a little bit more. You know how we do. But basically I want to inspire somebody. Because I feel like this at times too. That meat real tender. But you know, when you have to be strong and you get numb to everything else. You've been strong for so long. And that's what I want to talk about. The people who think they got all the weight is on them. You're carrying a large load on your shoulder. And you can't be weak. Excuse me. And you can't be weak because, you know, everybody might be depending on you. And that's a large burden to bear. I mean, to hold. You see what I'm saying? It's a messy mukbang. or mukbang, or however you want to pronounce it. But sometimes that load can get heavy, and I'm with you. A lot of times my load can get heavy. Y'all gonna have to excuse the corn in my teeth, y'all. But cornbread kind of sweet. But I just want to inspire you to keep going, keep pushing. Keep praying, for one. I gotta remind myself how it seems like I don't have no choice in if I want to be weak or strong. You know, I have no option. I can't be weak. My meat falling off the bone, y'all. And you know, and I understand. People depending on you and your family to do everything, to fix everything. Like I said, that's a large load to carry. Sometimes you want to get away and cry. And that's okay. Even if it's at night when everybody's sleeping, cry it out. Especially when you feel like you're the only one going through something. I had a video about that. When you have no choice but to be strong. It can wear on you. You working. You got to pay all the bills. You could be a single mother, a single father. Everything fall on you. You working, then you get that call that your child's sick. You don't have any more days. Situation like that come up. Your boss already threatened you about leaving work again. You got that worry on your shoulder. This food is good, y'all. They must have a different cook today. Now, some days, you know how you go to a restaurant. I know this off the subject, but some days you go to a particular restaurant that you've been going to. Some days it seem like the food be the best, and then other days you're like, it's okay. But back on the subject. You gotta worry about that. How you don't have no more days. Now pick up your child. You got that on your shoulder to worry about. Like barbecue sauce popped up here on my lip. But I'm here to encourage you. Pray about things. Pray about your situation. Cry it out. If you have to go in the back of a room and just scream, do that. Get out the chair. Well, if you're in an apartment, don't do it. Turn up some loud music. Get it off your chest. Scream it out. But I'm just letting you know You're not alone. You're not the only one. You got to be strong. You know, you could have a lot going on. You're in school, working. Anything like that. Could have parents in the hospital. And you taking care of them. You're the caregiver for somebody. And then situations keep coming up. And you're trying to figure out, a lot of us, it's just only human to say, well, what's next, Lord? You know, why me, Lord? Or, you know, saying something like that. And we need to get out that habit of saying stuff like that. Why me? Or what's next? Or we'll say something like, when it rains, it pours. Excuse me. We need to start speaking positivity in our situation. You know, you coming through it. You coming through it, I'm sorry. You're going to get through it. Regardless of what it is. And staying strong and being strong is your only choice. And I understand. A lot of days, it feels like you just can't make it. A lot of days, you just want to, you know, like, why me, Lord, you know. But everything happened for a reason. Everything. Not looking at your situation now, you need to focus on the positive things of it. You know, you're going through this, but at least I'm not going through that. Or at least I'm not going through something that somebody else is going through. Everybody's situation is different. Everybody's situation, somebody can be going through something worse than you. Somebody could be going through an eviction because they lost their job. And their household depend on them. And they looking at, I don't have nowhere else to stay. We don't know what to do. They done exhausted all our options. Keep pushing, still stay focused. I'm about done with this corn, y'all. You know, I say, you being strong, somebody else got to be strong too. And somebody else's situation could be worse than yours. And it feel, like I said before in one of my videos, that it feel like you just the only one going through something. And at times it does feel like that. You know, because you didn't have a choice to be weak. You couldn't be weak. And that's all you know how to do is be strong. You got to pull it together. I said, I'm with you. I understand. Oh, excuse me. But try thinking positive. Don't look at your situation as what it is right now. It's going to get better. Think positive. My situation is going to get better. Speak it to the universe. My situation will get better. I know how things may look now, but focus on what you can do to even make it better. If you got too much on your plate, I know somebody tell me this all the time. You're only one person. You can only do one thing at one time. Don't try to do everything all at once. I'm guilty of that. Because I don't know no other way but to be strong and to handle everything, because everything is on my plate. When you carrying a full load, you don't know what to do, but okay, you got to keep going. Keep pushing yourself. And it can get hard sometimes. But after that person told me that, start focusing on one thing at a time. Y'all, that helped out tremendously. Cause a person like me, if you're like me, you strong-minded, and you want everything done. Back like this gotta be done, this gotta be done, this gotta be done. And you trying to knock everything out at once. It can wear on you. Now I focus on one thing at a time. The one thing that's a priority that I need to get done first, I push that ahead of everything and focus on that one thing. That will have you less stressed. Now that's what was wrong with me, really. I was trying to do too much at one time because, I'm such a strong person. And I got to find a way to figure things out. And that's an issue that can happen with a lot of people. You trying to figure things out on your own. And a lot of people like me, if you're like me, you don't like asking for help. A lot of times, I don't like asking for help. Because my mom always told me, you want something done, you do it yourself. Then you know if it's done or not. You can't depend on nobody. So I was raised like that. You can't depend on nobody. But I've also learned if somebody's trying to help me, to get the help I need, to receive it. If somebody say, well, I'll take the kids, to the game, because my kids playing too. Let me take that load off of you. Do that. Uh-oh. These napkins done had it, y'all. But, you getting stuck in my teeth. But, let somebody help. That's what happens when you eat ribs. But, if somebody offer you help, don't be so prideful that you don't want to take it. I had to push my pride aside. Because I was so used to doing stuff myself. Doing everything myself. And trying to get everything done by myself. That's why I had too much on my plate. And if somebody want to step in and say, well, let me do this for you. Let me do that so you can lighten your load. Push that pride aside, y'all. That will help out a lot. I know some people might be on here saying, well, what about the people who don't have anybody? And that's where you fall back on, I'm only one person. Let me handle this one thing at a time. Prioritize stuff that you have to do. and get things done. One issue at a time. Don't stress yourself over it. And don't let no job stress you. It's Labor Day, y'all. They are resting. But I'm about done, y'all. I'm getting full. But that was good. But just do one thing at a time. I know a lot of people don't have anybody really to fall back on. And I'm one of those people sometimes. I don't have people to fall back on. And that's why I said I have to figure out a lot of stuff by myself. And figure out what, what's going to happen next. What I'm supposed to do. How can I get this, let me push this aside. Let's get this up on here for a second. But, I guess I can put that right there. Excuse me. But don't put yourself in a situation where it's just too much for you. You can feel like you're too overwhelmed. That has happened to me a lot. So, do not feel like that you have to get everything done all at once. I know, like I said, I'm a strong person too, and I don't have no choice in being weak or strong. That option wasn't available for me to be weak. I got to figure everything out. Any situation that come up, in my household, I got to figure things out. I got to make sure everything is running as planned. I got to make sure everything and everybody is in sync with each other and on one accord. I got to make sure everything that's going to happen. Everything fall back on me. If I'm working and a situation come up or my business, anything, I got to figure things out. And then at that point, you don't have time to say, well, what if you just trying to think up fast on your feet, trying to get the situation resolved? You don't have time to think. And that's why I say the best thing to do after I learned, it took me a while. And like I said, somebody tell me this all the time. You cannot do everything by yourself. Take one thing at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself. You only one person. Do one thing at a time. Let the rest of it go until you can get to it. Like I said, it took me a long time to even get into the rhythm of that. Let me handle this, then come back to this. Especially with money issues. You could have got laid. This happened to me. I done got laid off before. Didn't even know if I was going to have a job coming close or not. Because the way, people hiring all over the place now. But a while ago, weren't too many people hiring. Especially if you're older. Well, that's how I was thinking. Well, I'm older. It's harder for me to get a job. But I also had the mindset of do what you have to do to get the job done. If you have to work in fast food, it pay bills. Some fast food places, I'm telling you, I know this from experience. I worked at a fast food place before. And they paid me more than my food when I worked there part-time. And they paid me more part-time than my full-time job did. I had more money coming from my part-time job than I had my full-time job. And that didn't make sense to me because I'm like, but at my full-time job, I had my benefits cut out. I had this cut out, that cut out. By the time I got the check for 40 hours, I was looking crazy like, where the money at? So I had to pick up a part-time job. And like I said, my part-time job was at a fast food place. And like I said, I can contest some of those fast food places paying more than your regular job. And it ain't even fast food. I didn't want the benefits because I already had benefits. And I don't think the benefits were better. I think it was higher. But I made more money on my part-time. Because sometimes I did get close to working more than just the 15 hours they wanted me to work. Sometimes I was getting 30 hours. I was working. If they needed somebody to come in, I went in. I did what I had to do. That's why I said being strong. Do what you have to do. Like I said, I'm only coming on here to encourage that next person who's in that same situation I was, when being strong was your only option. Everything in every situation you can think of coming up, and you like, oh my goodness. Then what do we got a bad habit of saying, what's next? What's next? Okay, this didn't happen, what's next? What's going to happen next? We need to get out of that habit. Because the more you keep saying it, the more things going to keep coming. So how about we say, when that solution comes, I won't have to deal with this again. Another solution comes, I won't have to deal with it. My plate going to get lighter. Think positive over your situation always, y'all. And when you're strong like I am, and somebody come along and say, let me help you, take it. It's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of help. And sometimes we push away our help because of our pride. And I did that in my younger years. Because I was looking at, I can do it. I can do it myself because of how I was raised. And I had to get out of that mindset. Somebody offering you help, take it. You don't know what kind of angel the Lord sending down to help you. It could be a stranger in the street. It could be a stranger off the street, somebody you don't even know, want to bless the next person. I seen this guy doing an experiment. I think it was on one of the YouTube videos I was looking at. He was doing an experiment to see will somebody help him if he was homeless. And the thing was, he ended up flipping it. Whoever that person that came up to him to help him, he paid them. He was their blessing. That's why I say you never know. Somebody might be paying it forward. Somebody could be in the grocery line. And you in line, and then they say, well, I pay for your groceries. That help. That's help right there. Don't tell them, no, I got it. The Lord sent somebody to pay for your groceries. They trying to pay it forward from when somebody blessed them. Let them be a blessing to you so you can be a blessing to others. That's how I always look at things. But again, y'all, I'm not going to keep y'all long. That's it. That's the video. I'm just trying to encourage you to that strong person. When you thinking being strong is your only option. Because I was that person. And sometimes I still have to be that person. But I still, in my mind, if I don't have anybody that can help me do anything, focus on one thing at a time. Don't try to pile your plate up with so much stuff that you're getting stressed and everything feel like it's a burden and you lashing out. We want to take it calmly, calm it down, relax, breathe, and focus on that one thing first. Prioritize your list of whatever you got to do. The things you have to do. Put whatever that needs to go on top first. Get that out the way. Focus on that one thing. Then move to the next thing. Then move to the next thing. Without feeling overwhelmed and without feeling like everything is on you. Especially if you're a mother. A lot of things do fall on mothers. Not saying that there's not no dads that have it either. I'm just saying sometimes it's harder too when it comes to mothers. I know mothers have a lot on their plate too. But you can only do one thing at one time. Especially those fathers who got everything on their plate. Focus on one thing at a time. Or whoever it is out there. And you feeling like you have to be strong for everybody. Focus on that one thing. And you don't have nobody to fall back on. Focus on that one thing. Focus on one thing at a time. You're only one person. Like I said, I have to remind myself too. Like I said, somebody always tell me this. Focus on one thing at a time. You're only one person. You can't do everything. And if somebody can't understand that, hey, That's on them. But all right, y'all, I'm going to let y'all go. This your girl, Inspired by Z. I hope you all have a great holiday. I also would like to thank everybody for watching my channel, for liking my videos, my subscriber. Thank y'all. Subscribe to my channel, y'all. Like I said, I'm just here to encourage you. I'm your cheerleader. Y'all. But thanks again for watching my video. Thanks again for watching my channel. Thanks again for just watching. Like I said, again, hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. Put down what you ate with me on this Labor Day. And I hope everybody have a safe week. I hope everybody had a safe weekend. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.